There we go. So math for college readiness, the goal here for the class, we want you to score a 114 or a 123 on the PERT. Now, most of you already took the PERT, most of you already passed it. You need a 97 or higher to pass the PERT. There we go. 97 or higher. But if you score 114, you can skip that first college math class. You can skip elementary algebra, or if you get a 123, you can skip two classes. You can skip that, and also intermediate algebra. You can skip both, and you would go right into college algebra. So just kind of depending on how well you do, it's going to save you some time next year. My goal for the class, I just want you to improve your critical thinking skills. I want you to be better at thinking about logic, just more of a logical thinker, and that would be great. And just have you ready for college and career, whatever your plan is for next year. All right, so just a little bit about me. I was born in California originally, but I'm from here. I grew up in Florida. I grew up in Brevard County, kind of a small town, small high school, and I graduated in 2006 from high school. And when I graduated, I enlisted in the Marines. So I was an engineer for the Marine Corps. That's me. Let's see if you could find me. You probably can't tell. But I enlisted. It's a job where we use a lot of math. So we do lots of construction and maintenance. And we dealt with all the just running power, running water to places in Afghanistan. Also did demolition, so that's one job you definitely don't want to mess up your math equation when you're doing that. Get yourself hurt. After that, I went to UCF, so they paid for my college. I used the GI Bill, and I got a math degree from UCF. So if you have questions about military, college, state, university, anything like that, definitely ask me. I'll be glad to help you, point you in the right direction. Oh, my interests. I have a dog. So this is my 4-year-old puppy. He's a Labrador. Anything outside, I'm definitely down for some good times outside or at the beach. I love being outdoors. And then I play music too. I love to play guitar, piano. Trying to teach myself beats right now, but it's a new step for me. It's harder than it looks. That's pretty much it. Let's talk about the class a little bit. So Canvas calendar, it's a little different. I know you guys are used to having things inside modules, but I post everything to the calendar. All right, so let's go ahead and let's take a look at the calendar here. All right, so this is my calendar. If you have it switched off over here, you definitely want to make sure you have it switched on MCR Math. You're not going to be able to see everything. If you try to do it through modules or assignments, you're going to miss stuff because things won't show up. So for example, today should have came over here. Just click on Welcome to MCR. The bell works right there. So if you do the bell work, that's your attendance for the day or for my class. We're having live class today, so you're there. And all we're going to do today, we're just going to look at the syllabus. I've got an assignment here, but let's go ahead. If you click on this link, that'll bring up the syllabus. And I'm not going to read the whole thing to you. You can read it if you want, but I would bore you if I did that. I'm just going to kind of skim through it here. And if you guys have questions, you can, just unmute yourself and ask, or you can type it in the chat too. I'm reading the chat. If you have a question, just stop me. So let's look at the syllabus for MCR. The first thing is a binder. So you do need a 3-ring binder. 1 inch or 2 inch is okay. You definitely need a binder for the class because not all the assignments are digital. Some of them are on paper because I want to see your work or I want to see your steps. So all your paper assignments get turned in through that binder. And I'll tell you how. I'll tell you how later. But at the end of the unit, what I do is I collect your binder and I'm going to grade your paper assignments through that. And I'll tell you how later. It's a little complicated. Besides that, pencils are good. Paper, you're going to need some paper for the paper assignments. If you're looking at which calculator to buy, the TI-83 I recommend, or the TI-89 is kind of expensive, but I recommend that too, just because you can use it. You can use those too if you're taking college algebra next year at Valencia, or you're going to state university, it's the same calculator you can use there too. All right. Um, Let me just kind of skim through the rest of this. So paper assignments, those are going to go in your binder, and I'll grade those at the end of the unit. Digital assignments, they're through Canvas, so make sure you're logged in with your student account, your student ID at OCPS, or no, students.ocps. Through Canvas. Please do not email me work because I get I get a ton of emails every day, and more is too much. I will not get to it. Besides that, I don't accept late work, so I might put extra time into the due date. But once that deadline passes, I'm not going to accept late work. So just make sure you turn it in on time. It's usually nothing too confusing. All right, I'll let you guys read that later. I'm not going to read through all this stuff over here. Um, let's look at math labs. So we'll have our first math lab will be next week, and those are for 10 points. But what I do with those is I put 3 tries into each question. So if you've done math lab before, you probably already know you get your 3 tries, and then I use your best score out of all of those. For homework, I usually don't assign homework. I almost never assign homework. It's just going to be whatever problems you couldn't finish during the day. I'll give you extra time to finish those. I mean, we're all working distance right now, so technically everything's homework. So I'm not going to give you extra. If you're absent, you already know you've been going to Lake Nona for a while. Absent work, it's the number of days absent plus 1. The important thing, the important thing is for tech issues. So it's going to happen sometimes. Launchpad doesn't work, or maybe MathLab doesn't work. Just email me when it's happening. So don't wait, till the next day, or don't wait till like, oh, it's due in 30 seconds. Oh no, you got to email me right when it's happening. If you're having a tech problem, and I'll work with you on that. Because otherwise, late work is not accepted. So if you have questions, the best way to get an answer is just to post it on the discussion board. So that is here in the class. If you go to the class, MCR Math, our discussion board is right here. You just click on discussions. You post your question in here. Usually another student will help you out. And if not, I'll help you out, of course. But it's usually way faster just to post it here, and somebody else will help you out. Of course, I can help you too, or if it's like a personal problem, just email me. If you can't get an answer, I'll help you too. I'm just trying to cut back on emails because I get so many. Let's see, that doesn't matter. If you see me making a mistake, so if it's live, tell me, or if you find a mistake in the answer key, just explain the correct answer. You can earn extra credit that way if you find a mistake. And the only other thing I'm going to say, let's talk about the resources here. So your grades, of course, are on Skyward. Usually update grades on Saturdays, and you just check on there anytime. Everything else is posted to Canvas, all the assignments, all the notes and everything. I'm gonna post my lectures there too and videos. And the last thing here, so tutoring is canceled by the school. It's been canceled. There we go. So as of right now, tutoring canceled by the school until further notice. But what I've been doing is the link on Canvas. There's a link to my YouTube channel. I've been just doing tutoring videos there on YouTube. So if you just click the link in Canvas, it is. Let me see. Let's go back to my class. It's right at the very top. So right here, it's very easy to find. You go there. Lots of tutoring videos there that'll help you out. Of course, you can always just ask me too if you get lost. So that's pretty much it. That's the syllabus.